Hey everyone, so here are the ingredients you need for these delicious scallops. Obviously starting with the scallops, some apple cider vinegar, some lemon, one clove of garlic, 3 scallions, and some lemon zest. Those are all for flavoring. The next thing I have is some parsley that I chopped up, about 1 cup, as well as some sea salt, garlic salt, and pepper, whatever kind of seasonings you prefer. And the last things that we need are some olive oil, the pasta to put it on, you can use any type you want, and some rice vinegar, as well as any type of butter, and I chose Earth Balance since I'm lactose intolerant. And these scallops I bought are from Whole Foods, and that's all the ingredients involved. Super easy and very simple. I just put in my non-stick pan on the stove, and I'm just letting it heat up a little bit before putting in the oil and the scallops. Alright, it is nice and hot now, and I'm putting in 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use butter too, and just making sure that's evenly distributed in the pan. And then I also let that sit for about 30 more seconds to heat up the oil before placing in the scallops. Okay, here I am with the scallops, just making sure the pan is hot enough. And the key for the scallops is making sure that they're not touching each other and sticking together in the pan. So I like to use a little spatula just to, kind of move them around once I get them in there. And I chose these little scallops that are hand-picked from the ocean, I guess, from divers, so they're not the jumbo scallops that some people can get. I actually didn't have the option, these are the only ones I can find in Whole Foods. Next, I'm just going to be seasoning them with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and some garlic salt if you so wish. And then letting them sit for 2 minutes on that one side, and then I'm going to come back in 2 to 4 minutes and then flip them to the other side. Alright. If you want, you can kind of press down on the scallops to make sure they're getting cooked thoroughly before you start to flip the scallops. Now you're just going to want to flip the scallops to make sure that they're getting browned on the other side, and then once you flip them, just leave them cook for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Sizzling. Alright, I'm just taking all these scallops out of the plate and making sure that I don't clean the pan because I want those scallop juices in the sauce, and I'm just going to be making the sauce in the same pan. Meanwhile, the pasta cooked very well, and I put olive oil on it. And I'm also just steaming some broccoli, and I'd pre-steamed a little bit, and then I'm just going to place this broccoli into the boiling water and then put the lid on top for some delicious tender broccoli. And I think I'm about to show you another shot of those scallops. And here we are. Don't they look delicious? It's absolutely necessary to dance while you're waiting for the pan to cool down. Alright, I turned the pan back on and added half a tablespoon of Earth Balance into the pan before adding 1 clove of garlic and 3 chopped up scallions just to saute them for about 1 minute before adding my apple cider vinegar. You can also use 1/4 of a cup of dry white wine if you wish. I just didn't have any white wine lying around. I just let that cook for a little bit, and it's kind of fun because it steams a little bit. The next thing I'm going to add is about 1 cup of parsley. You can also add different kinds of herbs if you want. Some people add chives as well. And the next I just ground down some lemon zest from the lemon that I actually used, and this was kind of a hard process. It took me a little while. It's probably the most labor-inducing thing in this entire recipe. And then lastly, I just place the scallops back in the pan and kind of let them soak up a bit of this sauce. And trust me, this sauce helps a lot for flavor if you're not someone who likes a seafood taste. And here I am, just making sure it tastes as good as it looks, and it does! Yum! Let me know what you guys think of the recipe below.